I'm just trying to decide if I'm comfortable even talking about.
This one's wife. She's trying hard to make it happen. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. This one's wife believes that the cosmos is hers, that the universe belongs to her. Therefore, because of her delusion and magical thinking, she believes in this concept of manifestation, that if she essentially envisages something is going to happen, it will. That somehow the universe will make it so, in the words of Jean-Luc Picard. It's errant nonsense. Self-belief, of course, is important, but it goes beyond that. It wanders firmly into the realms of delusion, whereby she believes that if she keeps saying something is going to come to pass, then it will. We saw her attempt to do so with Dior, who promptly smacked that down by suggesting, no, there's no discussions between us and her, forget about it. That she has tried to make it so that she would be appearing in Bodyguard 2. Nothing happened in relation to that. And she's at it again, this time with a series of PR puff pieces, which has been picked up by a variety of the supine publications, here, Cosmopolitan, with Sophie Williams telling us, this one's wife has reportedly been offered her dream role. This one's wife has reportedly landed her dream TV role after being offered a place in a Suits spin-off series. Pausing there, I doubt that she's been offered a place at all. She's trying to suggest, you should create a spin-off series and make me the star of the show, paying me lots of money, because after all, Suits is only famous because of me, which isn't true. She was 6th on the call list, and it has engendered more of a following. Undoubtedly, she'll have had some impact upon that, but she isn't the reason people watched it. Indeed, her performance in it demonstrates that she's a relatively wooden actress, and there are far more talented actors and actresses on that show. Cosmopolitan, however, towing the line, tells us it comes as NBC Universal has apparently been given the go-ahead to start work on Suits Los Angeles, and that episodes have already been written by Aaron Korsh, the creator of the original legal drama. The new show will feature a female lead who bears an uncanny resemblance to this one's wife's previous character, Rachel, plus that the character has been tailor-made for the Duchess of Sussex. I imagine that we've entered the thought process of this one's wife at this moment in time, where she believes that you should create a show that's all about me, harnessing my brilliant acting ability, utilise the character of Rachel, but stick it in Los Angeles this time, because that'll make it a lot easier for me. Fans will know that back in the day, this one's wife starred in Suits. She wasn't the star of the show. As I mentioned earlier on, she was 6th on the call list. She was in the show. There were far more notable performances compared to hers. She played paralegal Rachel Zane, just in case you've been living under a rock for the last few years. The 42-year-old left the show in 2018 when she joined the royal family, following her marriage to Prince Harry. It was at that point that everybody then knew who she was, because of the man that she married, and nothing to do with being an independent and empowered feminist. Then, a year later, the legal drama came to an end after 9 seasons and 134 episodes. But according to Variety, its success on Netflix and Peacock in 2023 was rumoured to have been the catalyst for the show's revival. Well, yes, if something's doing well, why not look to eke a bit more out of it? The news of this one's wife dream role happens to coincide with claims that it's one of the biggest TV deals of 2024, because not only does it sound like she'll have a starring role in the spin-off, reports also say that she's been offered the chance to flex her directing skills for an episode 2. Directing skills. There's no end to this woman's brilliance, is there? After all, Her directing credits are legendary. Move over, Ridley Scott. Martin Scorsese, get out. Make way for the queen of direction, this one's wife. Yes, of course, she can do anything because she's talented, so brilliant, so brave, so stunning. And naturally, she should be given an opportunity, or at least so she says, that she should be able to direct an episode as well. Me, I can do that. She reminds me at times a little of, you may have seen the Catherine Tate scene, where there's an individual who is the head of an office and his interpreter has let him down at the last minute, and he says he needs somebody to basically interpret into 7 or 8 languages. And Catherine Tate's character is a bit of a Billy bullshitter who always believes that she can do anything, and therefore volunteers to do it, and then embarks upon a rather entertaining but completely racist portrayal of how somebody who's British would see people from other nations by attempting to speak their language, using essentially caricatures of them. So, for instance, when doing somebody who's Chinese, she says, "Ding dong, dang dang dong." For an Italian, it's "me, mamma mia." Harry's wife reminds me a little of that individual, with that deluded self-belief that she can do anything, and then just ends up making a complete Horlicks of it, causing everybody else to think, you look ridiculous, while she thinks that she looks amazing and brilliant at what she did. Cosmopolitan carries on by stating, should this be true, Suits, Los Angeles, will allow the Duchess to make her Hollywood directing debut. This one's wife is in a commanding position, a senior production source said, following comments that contract talks were happening between NBC Universal and WME, the talent agency that represents this one's wife. For all they know, NBC Universal could have contacted WME and said, look, we don't want her anywhere near it. She's not that good an actress. Most people don't like her. We want this show to have a chance of success. We don't want it to be held below the waterline before it gets anywhere. They want to expand a successful franchise in which she has a ready-made fan base of millions worldwide. They want her back, and they are prepared to pay what it takes to get her. Or rather, this one's wife has said, I have a ready-made fan base of millions, you should recruit me, and you should pay me whatever it takes to ensure that I do this that you're going to create for me. You have to give it to her. She keeps on trying. She keeps trying to make it happen. She keeps trying to cause these things to manifest, driven by that self-belief that her narcissism creates. In some instances, for a narcissist, that self-belief is very useful, particularly where it meets with some actual talent. It can push that narcissist further than other people, get them over the line. The problem that this one's wife has is she doesn't have any talent, and too many people see that. But it won't stop her from keep on trying and trying and trying, because after all, as you know, she is the unflushable turd. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.